Okay, good morning, everyone. Some of you may know me, and a few are the new students from other class. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Professor Mitesh Patel, and I am going to take your OS subject. OS, it means operating system. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. Let me share the specific window to you. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah. So, in a fourth semester, did you introduce this subject? Subject name is operating system and subject code is 31400702. And this type of course is undergraduate in a UG. You are going to learn this subject operating system. Now, prerequisite for this prerequisite, it means what is the fundamental requirement to learn this subject, that is linear and non-linear data structure working experience of any one structured programming language. These two things you require. First is linear and non-linear data structure. So already you have learned the data structure subject in a third semester, so you know that thing. And second one is the working experience of any one structured programming language. So in a second sem already you have learned very well the C language. Now don't worry, very basic concept you need. If you remember the fundamental, then it will help to understand that thing. Okay, that is the prerequisite. Now, teaching and examination evaluation scheme for our lecture, 2 hour laboratory session per week, and it is a 5 credit in a GTU. This is the GTU teaching scheme. Now, let's talk about the theory exam. ESC means end semester examination is having a 70 marks. Then mid semester exam 30 marks, then practical viva 30 marks, practical viva 30 marks, and then PA internal term work, that is 20 marks. So whatever assignments, practicals, and some other tasks we will assign to you, you need to upload it. We will inform you where you need to upload. If you complete the task, then you will be able to get this term work marks. Now remember this thing, total mark is 150. Out of this total marks 150, this term work 20 mark, it is totally in your hand, because if you submit each and everything on time, then you will get the maximum marks. Then practical viva marks, perform the practical during the lab session, give the appropriate correct answer whenever it is asked by the faculties, and submit all the this thing, and give the proper viva at the end of semester, then you will get 30 marks. So this is also in your hand. And this mid sem 30 marks, so as you know, so prepare well for the mid sem. So out of 150, 50 marks are totally in your hand before the starting of your semester, because आपको ये submit करना है. अगर आप on time पे suppose deadline miss कर दी, तो you will get the less number of marks, maybe. I'm not committing anything, maybe. So whatever assignment and practicals and task is assigned to you, you should complete within the deadline. Next, let's talk about the content of operating system. First unit is the introduction unit, in which we are going to learn what do you mean by computer system, what are the softwares and hardware requirement to run the computer system, architecture of the operating system, what are the goals and structure of the operating system, basic flow of communication in operating system, then types of operating system, history of operating system, all this concept we will see in a unit number 1. So we can say that basic fundamental unit which requires total 5 hours and 10 percentage weighted. It means 10 percentage weighted, it means if your exam is 100 marks, then out of 100 marks 10 percentage of 100 will be from this unit, like this. So this is the importance of that unit. Now second unit, process and thread management. In this you need to learn what do you mean by process, what do you mean by the threads, then different types of different states of the process, and if we have a multiple process, more than one process, then what are the scheduling algorithms to manage that process, that is process management. So in this unit we have a different process scheduling algorithms like FCFS, SJF, RR, priority based. Based on this algorithm we have a examples, so you need to solve that examples. So I request all of you, whenever you come to attend this OS lecture, you need to keep pen and paper with you. This is general guidelines, because whenever I ask now calculate this thing, and I will ask any random students to give the answer. After that, sometimes maybe I will ask to upload that sum in a Google Classroom or on any platform. So you need to submit that class, what we can say, that class, not exact class book, but a class work you need to submit. Now what is the importance of this? अगर आपको important पता है तभी पढ़ने में ज्यादा मजा आता है. जैसे कि for example, if you are traveling somewhere else like Himachal Pradesh, if you know what is the beauty of Himachal Pradesh and what are the place to see, then you will enjoy your trip. Similar way, if you know what are the very most important topic in the entire syllabus, and from that we can earn more marks, then you will enjoy that topics. So that's why I'm telling you right now, this algorithm, total we have a 3 types of algorithms in entire syllabus: in a process management, second in a memory management, and third in a disk management. In 3 unit we have algorithms and examples. So out of these 3 algorithms, most probably 15 to 20 marks in a GTU exam paper, most of 15 to 20 marks will be asked from this only algorithm examples. I'm talking about only one topic, that is algorithm. Yes, definitely there are few topics, most IMP topics, which can be asked in an exam from the same unit. That marks we are not counting right now, but examples, these examples are very easy. That's why I'm putting weightage right now. So एग्जाम्पल्स के लिए आप पेन और पेपर रेडी रखना, प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो ही आपको ज्यादा समझ में आएगा और एग्जाम्पल में इजीली सोल्व कर पाएंगे. इजीली सोल्व कर पाएंगे तो 15 to 20 मार्क्स आप एनकेस कर पाएंगे. तो मिनिमम पासिंग मार्क्स तो सबके आ ही जाएंगे इसमें से ही. नाउ बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स, few theories जो most IMP है वो करके आप easily 50 to 60 marks you can earn. I am talking about average students. Who are average students, they can easily earn 50 to 60 marks. Now if you are a scholar student, then you can easily earn 60 to 65 marks or more than 65 marks. And if you are a poor student, not a scholar student, below average students, then if you do this three algorithms and one or two most IMP theory, then definitely you are able to clear this subject. So right now I am not able to identify these below average students or scholar students. That's why I am communicating to all. Now you you can consider yourself as a in which category, that I don't know. Lekin after a few lectures or lab, after few interaction with you, I am able to identify where you are. So based on that, we will exercise on it. So this is the importance for this unit number 2. Now, as you know, in a DBMS, you have already learned the concurrency control. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by concurrency control? Can anyone? Okay, let me inform you, this is not acceptable. Whenever you are attending this session, you should speak something. If it is right or wrong, that is a different thing. You should try it. There is no punishment for the wrong answer, but obvious, maybe some good statement or maybe some awards or a few words for those students who are trying to say the correct answer. But there is definitely no punishment for the wrong answer. Yes, Chris is saying two transactions running at the same time. After that, you are asking to me question mark. That is okay. Yes, concurrency control. It means whenever we have a multiple transaction, it means more than two transactions. At that time, it is known as the, we can say that concurrency, multiple transactions are running at a time. Definitely you are right somewhere, but as you know, what types of problems we can find whenever we have a concurrency control? Whenever we have a multiple transaction, at that time, you know, very best two examples are conflict serializability and view serializability. Yeah, Bajrang, you are right. So we need to check that thing if they are conflicting or not. It means we need to manage that thing, that is known as the concurrency and inter-process communication. See the third unit, concurrency. It means principle of concurrency, mutual exclusion, software approaches. These are the techniques from where we can manage the concurrency. It means whenever we have a multiple process, multiple task, at that time we need to manage that thing, that is known as the concurrency management. And fourth unit is the inter-process communication. It means whenever we have a multiple transaction, multiple processes, at that time we need to communicate with each other. For example, right now we have a total 72 students in this Google Meet. They all are different, right? All of you consider yourself as a process. All of you are different. But if I want to communicate with you, what type of difficulty I will face? If few of you, like 3 or 4 students, are unmuting their mic and speak at a time, then it will difficult to manage. But in this concurrent execution, if I manage, for example, first enrollment number 20, you will speak, then after enrollment number 1 will speak, after that some if I give some sequence, then it will be known as the management or inter-process communication. So this is inter-process communication. Yes, definitely there will be one point at which it will be conflict. That is maybe in hardware or maybe in a software. So we will see the race condition, critical section, and all this uh, problem, and after that we will find the solution to avoid that conflict, or we can say that deadlock like that. And for that we need to identify that problem, and we need to give the solution. For that we need to take a help analogy. We need to take a help of an analogy, that is producer consumer problem. Sorry. So फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अगर आपको कोई रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल दूं तो वो इजीली समझ में आ जाएगा, ठीक है। और बेस्ड ऑन दैट रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल उसको आप कोरिलेट करो कोई टेक्निकल थियरी से, then it will be easy to understand that theory. That is the help best use of analogy. So for that we have a producer consumer problem. तो उसको हम पहले स्टोरी की तरह डिस्कस करेंगे कि अगर आप फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स टॉक राइट नाउ। फॉर एग्जांपल आप अभी कोई स्टोर पे जा रहे हो, तो वहां पे आप कैसे डिस्कस करेंगे, क्या परचेस करेंगे, जो परचेस करेंगे तो स्टॉक में कितना रहेगा, वो सेल कर दिया तो कंज्यूमर प्रोड्यूसर के पास कितना रहेगा, ठीक है। ऐसा एक रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल ले लो, उसको टेक्निकली हम सी लैंग्वेज में या फिर टेक्निकली हम कुछ ट्रांसलेट करें तो दैट इज वन थियरी। सो ऐसे ऐसे इजी वाली थियरीज है, ठीक है। Then we have a 3 classical IPC problem: reader-writer problem, dining philosopher problem, and one is the sleeping barber problem. Definitely, out of these 3 problem, there will be one question from these 3. कोई एक क्वेश्चन तो होगा, either explain reader-writer, explain dining philosopher, explain sleeping barber. तो ये तीनों सॉल्यूशन, तीनों प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जो हम रियल लाइफ में फेस करते हैं, ठीक है। और उसका सॉल्यूशन हमें सी कोड में, इसमें थोड़ा सा कोड आएगा, तो एक 7 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन अभी से आपको पता चल गया, ठीक है। सो दिस इज द इंटर प्रोसेस कम्युनिकेशन। और फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन, मैं आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल अप करने के लिए अभी ये डिटेल में जा रहा हूँ, और मोटिवेट करने के लिए रीडर एंड राइटर प्रॉब्लम दैट यू नो, अभी से आपको पता है रीडर राइटर, मुझे एक्सप्लेन करने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। Already you have learned that topic in a 3rd semester. Can you give me the theory name? Reader-writer problem. Just speak it, or you can type in a chat. Which theory you have learned regarding related reader and writer process? Yes, read and write processing transaction in DBMS. You are on a right track, Chris.
Sir, conflict serializability.
Yes, Assis, very good. Nice. Conflict serializability, you have learned 4 conditions: read, read, not conflict, read, write, conflict, if your data item is same. Yes. So based on that, थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन करके वो रीडर राइटर प्रॉब्लम को हम सी लैंग्वेज में या फिर कोड में, और वी कैन से दैट एल्गोरिथम में डाल सकेंगे। तो आपको पता चल गया कि ऐसे ऐसे कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, उसका सॉल्यूशन कैसे देना है, ठीक है। फिर डाइनिंग फिलोसोफर, स्लीपिंग बार्बर, वो सब कुछ। स्लीपिंग बार्बर तो हर कोई को पता है, सबको, इवन गर्ल्स बॉयज सबको, क्योंकि वो रियल लाइफ में हम फेस कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। So we will see in a detail whenever we go through the unit number 4. Then after deadlock, I think no need to explain this unit. It is self-study by you, because deadlock is one topic which you have learned in a database. What do you mean by deadlock? deadlock prevention technique, for condition, mutual exclusion and whatever. Then after deadlock detection, वो cycle वाला graph आपने जो दिखा था वो. Then after क्या देखा था आपने, या recovery, deadlock recovery, roll back करके whatever, ठीक है. सो डेडलॉक यूनिट मैंने बोला ही था, अगर आप PC2 क्लास में थे उन स्टूडेंट्स को पता है कि मैंने बोला ही था कि OS सब्जेक्ट में आप कई सारे टॉपिक्स रिपीट देखेंगे और इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड, अगर आप ये DBMS में समझ गए तो, ठीक है. फॉर अदर क्लासेस मे बी you can correlate that thing with this thing. If you don't know, then don't worry, I will explain each and everything in a detail, ठीक है. डेडलॉक पता ही है, लेकिन ये डिस्कशन करने में इजी रहेगा. देन आफ्टर मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट, यस डेफिनेटली, as you say, we have a number of process concurrent transactions. So at that time we need to allocate some memories to that process and deallocate that memory. That is known as the memory management. So allocation and deallocation, memories and all this thing. So यहाँ पे भी algorithm से FIFO, LRU optimal, तो मैंने 3 चैप्टर बोले थे, ये दूसरा चैप्टर. तीसरा डिस्क शेड्यूलिंग, यहाँ पे FCFS, स्कैन, सिस्कैन, STS, डिस्क शेड्यूलिंग भी एक एल्गोरिथम. तो ये 3 एल्गोरिथम, 3 यूनिट्स हो गए. सो देन सिक्योरिटी एंड प्रोटेक्शन. सो सिक्योरिटी आपको पता है, ऑथेंटिकेशन, ऑथराइजेशन, एक्सेस कंट्रोल लिस्ट, डोमेन क्या है, ठीक है. DBMS में आपने सिक्योरिटी पढ़ा था. देन आफ्टर यूनिक्स लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, कर्नल क्या है, सिस्टम कॉल क्या है, एलिमेंट्री बेसिक कमांड्स क्या है, case study Linux and Windows operating system that we will cover in a lab session also. And virtualization concept, सिंगल पीसी पे वर्चुअल मोड में और एक ही डिवाइस में 2 ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कैसे कर पाएंगे, वो बेसिक है. इन शॉर्ट, आप बेसिक थोड़ा सा क्लास में ध्यान रखेंगे तो दिस इज नॉट अ डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट. दैट इज माय गोल टू एक्सप्लेन एंटायर सिलेबस. कि अभी आप एक एक लेक्चर पे ध्यान रखेंगे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. इजीली यू कैन स्कोर 50 to 65 marks easily, each and every students, if you attend all the lectures. Then after CO, yes, what do you mean by course outcomes? It means after studying this subject you are able to get the fundamental architecture of operating system, which components are involved in that. That is CO number 1. After that, CO number 2, you can compare and contrast various CPU scheduling algorithm. We have a multiple process, so you can get when or where we need to manage all the concurrent processes, कैसे प्रोसेस को हैंडल करना है वो, ठीक है. CO number 3, process synchronization and coordination in contemporary operating system. It means whenever we have a multiple process, at that time we need to sync. जैसे कि आप यहाँ पे 71 स्टूडेंट्स है, मल्टीपल प्रोसेस ही हुई, मुझे आप सबको सिंक में रख के आपको एक्सप्लेन करना है, आपके अटेंडेंस भी सिंक में लेनी है, तो वो प्रोसेस कम्युनिकेशन कैसे करूं मैं आपके साथ, दैट इज IPC. Then input output management, memory management and security of operating system, that is CO number 4. And CO 5, write a shell script in a OS. Shell script, it means your small program like a C. Let's see the experiment list. Basic commands of Linux, advanced command of Linux, then mark sheet generation, then multiplication, factorial, Fibonacci, prime number. That all programs you have already done in a C language, same program you need to do by using a shell script. So how to run and where to run, that we will discuss in a laboratory session, but thing is that practical will be easy, but condition is that you must know the logic. फैक्टोरियल का लॉजिक आपको पता होना चाहिए, प्राइमरी क्या हो पता होना चाहिए. टोटल वी हैव 15 practicals. 15 practicals. After that it is repeated. This is the printing mistake because it is not a new practical, it is repeated from 1 to 15. So this is our entire syllabus. Clear? Now if you have any query, then you can ask regarding this. We will start unit number 1 from the next lecture. So be present and try to give all the questions and answer whatever we will discuss in this forum, this meet. Okay.